Deep in the cradle of human civilization, along the winding banks of the Nile, the ancient Egyptians constructed a world woven with myth and reverence for the divine. Their gods were more than distant figures. They were present in every flood, every harvest, every breath of wind. At the head of the Egyptian pantheon stood Ra, the sun god, king of all deities. Ra was often depicted as a falcon-headed man crowned by a solar disk, and he piloted his gleaming boat across the sky each day and through the underworld each night. For Egyptians, Ra represented not only light and warmth, but also the very principle of life, a constant cycle of death and rebirth as the sun rose and set. Ra was not alone. Osiris, his brother, reigned over the underworld and the afterlife. Osiris was painted as an eternal king, skin green as new plants, a symbol of regeneration. According to myth, Osiris suffered betrayal and dismemberment by his jealous brother Set. But through the devotion of his wife Isis, he was restored and became the ruler of the dead. And then there was Isis herself, goddess of magic and motherhood. Isis was revered for her compassion and cleverness, qualities that resonated with Egyptians from all walks of life. Through her wisdom, she reassembled Osiris and bore their son, Horus, who would become the guardian of kingship and the living pharaoh. Horus, with his falcon's head and striking all-seeing eye, symbolized protection and royal power. Osiris promised resurrection to all who followed the sacred rites. But when it came to the mystery of death, no god was more vital or more feared than Anubis. Easily recognized by his black jackal's head, Anubis was the patron of embalmers and the sacred guide of souls. The Egyptians believed that after death, every person's journey depended upon the meticulous preservation of the body, a task entrusted to Anubis. Anubis's embalming duties were central to Egyptian beliefs about life beyond the grave. Priests, taking on the role of Anubis, would carefully wash the body, anoint it with sacred oils, and remove the internal organs, which were themselves treated and preserved separately. The heart, viewed as the seat of emotion and morality, was left within the body to be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth. Anubis oversaw this weighing in the Hall of Two Truths, ensuring that only those with a pure heart entered the afterlife. Once embalmed, the body would be wrapped in fine linen, each layer accompanied by protective spells and amulets. Throughout this process, prayers were said to Anubis, invoking his protection and skill, asking him to recognize and safeguard the soul on its perilous trip through the underworld. To the ancient Egyptians, Anubis was not simply the god of death. He was a guardian, a master craftsman of eternity. Yet life in Egypt was not all solemn ritual. In the pantheon of ancient Egyptian deities, few were as beloved and powerful as Hathor. Known as the goddess of love, music, beauty, and joy, Hathor held a special place in Egyptian hearts. Hathor's divine power stemmed from her sacred relationships with Egypt's most revered gods. She was revered as both mother and consort to Horus, the sky god, and to Ra, the mighty sun god. These divine connections elevated Hathor to one of the most powerful positions in the Egyptian pantheon. Beyond her celestial connections, Hathor served as a compassionate guide, welcoming souls into the afterlife. As goddess of fertility and motherhood, Hathor was especially beloved by women, though her blessings extended to all Egyptians. Her temples, such as the magnificent complex at Dendera, were centers of music, dance, and ritual. Egyptians from all walks of life invoked Hathor's protection and blessings in their daily lives. Hathor's legacy endures as a symbol of life's pleasures, cosmic balance, and the enduring power of the divine feminine. Through gods like Anubis and Hathor, the Egyptians witnessed both the mysteries of death and the beauty of life. These deities were more than symbols. They were woven into the endless rhythm of Nile and sand, body, and soul. Their stories echo still in every monument and inscription, reminders of a civilization that sought the favor of the gods in every aspect of existence.